Episode number, and I'm excited about being here today to share with you some insights about how to leverage LinkedIn. I just had a conversation with a LinkedIn connection, and he said, Joe, how do I get results from LinkedIn? And I said, the way to get results from LinkedIn is for you to learn how LinkedIn works. LinkedIn is a professional social network, and learning how this professional social networking works will help you be able to get results. There are three main results that you want from LinkedIn. Number one is you want to get exposure. Number two, you want credibility. And number three is you want to have meetings with people because conversations lead to conversions. The more conversations you have, the more conversions you'll get. Most people are not tracking conversations. I want to ask you a question. How many conversations did you have in the past month, in the past year? If you're not tracking your conversations, how do you expect to be successful? I want you to understand that the level and the amount of conversations that you're going to have with the right people strategically will determine whether or not you're going to be successful on this platform. So start thinking about strategically connecting with people, building relationships. Relationships don't just happen by themselves. What you need to do is you need to think about what you need to do for somebody else in order to have an actual relationship with them. Often it means inviting them to things, introducing them to ideas, connecting with them, getting to know them, making sure that they share their goals with you and you share your goals with them. If you want more exposure on LinkedIn, you need to start posting. But often it's hard to post on LinkedIn. It does take some time to post on LinkedIn. But that's where artificial intelligence comes in. If you start using AI and you properly use AI, you're much more likely to be successful with LinkedIn. Now, how do you use AI with LinkedIn? I'm going to share my screen right now and show you how I use artificial intelligence together with LinkedIn to stay top of mind with my most important contacts. So let me click on the window for LinkedIn and log right in. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the feed and I'm going to notice that somebody left a post. So I'm going to leave a comment. I click on the EVAI logo, and this little box over here will look at my goal, my tone, my persona, generate a comment, and then I press insert. All I have to do here is tag the person if I want them to get notified. And I just go here and I press post. I edit the comment a little bit and I press post just like that. If I want to respond to messages, I can just quickly respond to messages using my artificial intelligence, just like that. If I want to be able to write a post, I just click on start a post. I click on my artificial intelligence. I tell it what the post is about, and boom, in just a few seconds, it writes the entire post for me. If I want to be able to strategically comment on people's profiles, I just open up the back end where it says save profiles and I see all the different people that I saved over here. I select a particular list. For example, I want to track the people that are in the National Speakers Association. So I press apply. Here are some people that I want to track. Ramon, and I want to track Christina. And now what I'm going to do is, oh, it didn't work. Christina's profile did not work for some reason. Ramon's profile did work. I'm going to drop a comment for Ramon right now. He published this 2 hours ago. Nobody commented. I'm the only one that's leaving a comment. I'm the only one that's going to be top of mind with Ramon. I'm going to say your workshop sounds like a masterclass in a sizzle. As a fellow entrepreneur, I know the struggle of getting noticed. Boom, boom, boom. And I just now leave a solid comment. I'm also going to comment on his previous post, the post before this post. I love doing that. I love connecting with people. I love building relationships. Gibu Matthew is dropping some wisdom bombs. You see that? Boom. I just left him a comment just like that. I'm going to go here. Let's check out who this is. He's the VP at Zoho. You see that? And this VP at Zoho also received a notification that I left a comment there. How cool is that? I see Jason over here like my post. I'm going to click on message Jason and I'm going to be like, thanks for engaging. Okay. I see Jason like my post. Now, if I want to leave a comment on Jason's post, I literally open up his post just like this. I press comment. I go here. I press generate a comment and boom. Now I can generate a comment right on his post. And, like the reality is it does take a lot of time to comment if you're going to manually comment. But if you use Evi AI, it really helps you be able to supercharge this. Make sure to read everything, press post, and there we go. I just posted. So, what are you going to do today? How are you going to start leveraging these tools to be more successful? For me, it's really about dropping comments, writing posts, sending direct messages, and growing my business that way. For you, it might be doing something else. But hoping for the best is not a strategy. Hope is a great thing, it's just not a great strategy. So I want you to start using these tools today, which will help you be able to be more successful. You see, I started my marketing agency 15 years ago, and I've serviced over 1,100 clients. That's a lot of clients. I've serviced many, many customers, many companies. I've spoken on many stages. I've coached many entrepreneurs. And the number one thing that stops entrepreneurs from being successful is not lacking resources. It's having fear. Fear that you're not enough. Fear that you don't have the answers. Fear of other people's opinions. Well, realize that other people's opinions are none of your business. That's number one. Number two is if you like the strategies, hire a coach, take a course, buy a book. I've written 5 books. My most recent book is called High Energy Networking. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend going and reading it. If you're the type of person that's not posting on LinkedIn consistently, start posting on LinkedIn consistently. If you're the type of person that wants to get in shape and doesn't go to the gym and makes excuses, well, then you're the type of person that just makes excuses and doesn't go to the gym and just wants to be fit. If you want exposure, if you want credibility, if you want more meetings, you need to start leveraging LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the world's number one professional social network. There's a billion people on LinkedIn, and using LinkedIn correctly will help you be able to get more results. There's marketing automation technology that you can use in conjunction with LinkedIn to start emailing your LinkedIn connections and set up your network properly. You can use social posting tools. We have a social posting tool that's just an incredible tool that helps create reoccurring posts for you on LinkedIn. We can set up a bunch of evergreen posts for you and then have our social posting tool just start posting for you. And you never have to worry about you not staying top of mind with your connections. We have tools that will help you expand your connections so that you have more followers. Did you know that every single LinkedIn connection that you have is also a follower of yours? You can have up to 30,000 connections. That means you can be an influencer in your network, in your industry, by just adding connections on LinkedIn. So learn how these tools, learn how to do it, learn how to find out where the engaged LinkedIn users are. There's a billion people on LinkedIn, 60 million people are logging in for 17 minutes a day. These are CEOs, decision makers, directors at companies. I just did a sales navigator boot camp and I trained a group of professionals on how to be able to properly create lists. What lists do you have? How are you being strategic when it comes to using LinkedIn? If you don't know who your target market is, if you don't have the right strategy, then you're missing out. I see we have Tony here that just gave me a like. Tony, I miss you in my life. I miss seeing you around, Tony. I hope that you are well. I hope that you're doing amazing, and I hope that you watch the Super Bowl. If you're watching me on LinkedIn, if you're noticing me on LinkedIn, realize you're noticing me because I'm putting myself out there. Most people are too afraid to put themselves out there. They're not willing to take the time to make the investment. It does take an investment of time. Using artificial intelligence completely changes the game for me, and it changes the game for my clients. I am so lucky that I am in a world where artificial intelligence is there at our fingertips to create videos, to create audio, to clone us, to help us be able to write posts and comments. I'm going to share my screen right now, and I'm going to show you something pretty cool. So if I go over here and I search Dan Donnelly, right over here. Okay, this is one of my clients. He signed up to our LinkedIn Authority Blueprint. We optimized his profile. We tightened it up. I actually interviewed him. And then I took the interview and I turned it into this little clip here. Check this out. Okay, do you see this? Do you see this? This entire post was written by Evie AI. This was edited by AI, and this was posted on LinkedIn for people to kind of check out. That, my friends, is very, very powerful. So if you're not using these tools, you are really, really missing out. I highly recommend using tools that will save you a ton of time. Looks like Brian said, thanks for the inspiration. Thank you, Brian. I'm going to check out Brian's posts. Brian just posted this a day ago. Look how quickly I can leave a comment for him. I can click on this little like over here. I can click, and then boom. Click, boom, just like that. I don't have to sit here and start thinking about what to respond. That's one of the biggest problems we face as professionals, overthinking. It's called the paralysis of analysis. Think about that for a second. You just drop a comment on someone's post just like that, and boom, just like that, you were top of mind. Just like that, you built a relationship. Just like that. And most people are not doing it. I'm the only one that left a comment here. I'm the only one. I want to say something that a lot of people are not going to like. If you want to have all the things that other people don't have, you have to be willing to do all the things that other people are simply not willing to do. If you want to have all the things that other people don't have, you got to be willing to do all the things that other people don't do, which means stop caring about the opinions of other people, which means do the hard work, like the hard work, lean into the hard work. Yes, it's hard work to learn a new skill. It's hard work to find good talent to support you. It's hard work to take phone calls with person after person after person and build relationships and follow up and send out emails and send out text messages. All that's hard work. But you know what? If you don't enjoy the hard work, then you don't enjoy what you're doing. You don't have being passionate. You're not being excited. You got to lean into your excitement. You got to lean into your passion. You got to lean into your love. And if you look at a video of yourself and you don't like what you see, you need to upgrade your operating system. You need to start loving yourself with all your imperfections. I was sitting in the sauna this morning and I was thinking about my imperfect bald spot. I was thinking about my imperfect nails on my toes. I was thinking about all my little imperfections and I was thinking to myself, I love every part of myself. And I didn't always love every part of myself. I used to hate my imperfections. I used to hate it and loathe it and think to myself, ugh, who would want to be with this imperfect human? And now I love myself. And I realize that through me loving myself, I can actually love other people too. I can be inspired and stop thinking about protecting my ego because one day I will not be around. One day I'll be gone. And all the thoughts, they don't matter. What matters is the impact that I make on somebody else's life right now because we can die any day and your bald spot won't matter after you die. You're going to lose all your hair. You're going to lose all your flesh. You're going to become one with the earth. So worrying about this perfection, worrying about what other people think about you, that doesn't matter. What matters is that you share yourself, that you're alive, that you're fully alive. Self-expression is life. If you're not expressing yourself, if you're holding back, if you're not connecting with people because you're afraid what might they think if you reach out to them, if you call them, that you might be looking weak, that's not the path of the enlightened. That's not the path of the servant leader. The path of the enlightened, the path of the servant leader is to give because the secret to living is giving. And I want you to be a giver. I want you to connect. I want you to go a little bit deeper. So I encourage you to start leaning into artificial intelligence and start using these tools and not making excuses. Some people who are particularly creative will say, I only write things myself. I don't use AI. I don't use support. I'm a self made human being. Good for them. For the rest of us, for the millions of people that don't have perfect language, that aren't necessarily creative, that weren't born with a silver spoon up our for the rest of us, we need to work hard and we can use all the support that we can use. And so artificial intelligence, if there's technology that will help us, let's use that technology. Let's not avoid it. Let's not hide from it. Let's not run away from it. I want you to think about that for a second. AI is here to help us, not hurt us. AI is literally here to help us. And AI doesn't make spelling mistakes like many of us do. I don't have to sit here and worry about spell check or grammar. The AI does it correctly, and it does it correctly the first time. I love it. I love it so much. So if you love it, right, I love it in the chat. Right? I love it in the chat. I want to see who loves it. Is it Tony? Is it Brian? Is it Jason? Right? I love it. I'm very excited about artificial intelligence. I'm very excited about life. I'm really excited about marketing. I'm launching a new platform called Unlimited Digital Marketing, where we're helping people with all aspects of digital marketing and giving them the support they need to be able to post, to be able to email people, to be able to build their lists, build their automations. It's really exciting. It's really exciting to be able to do things like that. And most people are not doing things that are exciting to them. They're doing things just to survive. You can either survive or you can thrive. Which one would you rather do? Survive or thrive? Let me know in the comments. For me, I want to thrive. I want to be able to feel every single morning like I actually want to jump out of bed. I want to be excited. I want to change lives. I want to be a life changer. I don't want to just sit around and hope for the best and hope that things might get better or hope that someone might pick me. I don't need anyone to pick me. They say you could pick yourself up, you could put yourself down, you could pick your friends, and you could even pick your nose. But the one thing you should never do is you should never pick your friend's nose. I don't know about you, but I like that joke. I always liked corny jokes. I loved corny jokes actually. Even though corn is very fattening, I'll still eat it sometimes. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my LinkedIn Live. Thank you very much for joining me here today. This is episode number 40. I'm going to be going on LinkedIn Live 244 times this year. And I'm giving you my energy, giving you my passion, giving you my love. If you want to see my previous LinkedIn Lives, just go to www.linkedin.com/in/Joe Apfelbaum. Scroll down to my section called Recent Activity and click on Events. And make sure that you comment on every post you see of mine. Make sure that you like every post you see of mine. I want you to be my stalker. Stalk me. I don't feel bad. Some people think, oh, Joe's going to think I'm weird if I comment on every one of his posts. No, I'm going to know that you care about me and that you noticed me. And I want to like and comment on all of your posts as well. So allow me to connect with you, to build a relationship with you, to get to know you through your posts. I see Kimberly just left a comment. Kimberly, welcome to the comments. Welcome to the game. I appreciate you very much. I'm taking a look at your recent posts and I'm seeing that you posted that you started your family. I started my first business after my daughter was born because I wanted to have flexibility and time to control my professional career. I love that. Now I'm going to drop a comment on that post. And you know how long it's going to take me to drop a comment? Let me share my screen and show you how long it's going to take me. Watch. Watch. Can you see what I see? Let me see. Click on link. Click on this. Share. Look at this. Kudos to Kimberly. Look at that. Kudos to Kimberly for turning the thermostat up in the workplace innovation. Look at that. Boom. As a fellow entrepreneur, I know that heat in the environments, flexibility is important. Boom. You see that? I literally just left her a comment just like that. Didn't take me much time to do that. If I want to send her a message, I can click on message, the message box here, and hopefully it'll pop open eventually in the next month or two. I don't know why it's not popping open. Let me stop sharing my screen and try to make it pop. I'm gonna make it pop, popping like it's hot, popping like it, popping like it, popping like it's hot. I don't know why it's not popping. I want it to be popping. I want my LinkedIn to be popping, and it's not popping. So let me refresh the page and see if I can get it popping this time. Let's see. I'm gonna hit share window, share screen. Let's see. It's a bit frozen. It's like from the land of Frozen, from the land down under. Oh, look at that. It popped open. I'm going to click on Evie AI and I'm going to say, thanks for engaging with my content. Boom. Okay. I'm going to press GPT-4, generate. It's going to read. Agreed. I can't wait to try Evie AI. I'm setting it up right now. Kimberly, boom. Your support and engagement truly appreciated. Looking forward to every blah, 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 blah. I just wrote this whole thing with Evie AI. Look at that. I didn't even have to write it. I had the AI write it for me. That is epic. Write epic in the chat if you agree that it's epic. Wow, Jason, trucking and advocacy, blah, blah, blah. That whole thing was written by AI. You see that? Written by AI, just like that. Kimberly said, agreed. Agreed, just like that. Boom. So I love building relationships with people. I love getting to know people. I love reading their profiles. You see, I got Tony, Brian, Jason, Kimberly, all you guys over here chilling with me right now. And that's why I go on LinkedIn Live. That's why I go on LinkedIn in general, to connect with people, to build relationships with them. I have a lot of things that I want you to check out. If you scroll down to my profile, you'll notice I have a link right here. It says try ChatGPT for LinkedIn. If you don't use Evi AI, check that out. Also, I want you to check out my featured items. I have a LinkedIn Live here. I also have a post here that talks about my business networking one sheet. I have a newsletter that you can guys can check out. I have my 6-step process for having a conversation with connections. I have my story here. I have a lot of really great featured posts. If you scroll down, you can see all my recent comments. You can see my videos. You can see my articles, my newsletter, my events, all my LinkedIn lives that I've done. You could also see my documents. I would highly recommend you check out these documents here. If you click on posts or videos, for example, you might see this video from last night. Check this out. Check out this video. So why did I post that video? You might be wondering, Joe, why did you post a video? I said, I want to take a moment to wish you a happy Valentine's Day. Do what you love what you do. Start loving your clients from the bottom of your heart. Don't be afraid to be passionate about what you do. Love is a powerful thing. And I said, the people on stage, they might be a dentist, they might be an accountant, a lawyer. They're playing music on stage, they're loving it in the moment. They decided to go on stage and play music. Some of my connections are doing stand up comedy because they love stand up comedy. I love to sing. I love to rap. I often get trapped and I focus on making money. But finding a way to incorporate what you love and what you do for a living together, that's ikigai. You ever heard of the concept called ikigai? For example, I incorporate comedy into my seminars. I incorporate rapping into my presentations. Tell me what you love to do. Let me know in the comments. What do you love to do? And count how many times I use the word love in this lovely post. That's what I put on the post, and that's what the post was about. It was a post about love on Valentine's Day. With that, I want to take a moment to say I appreciate you very much. Thank you for joining me here on LinkedIn Live. I'm going to take this video, I'm going to send it to the artificial intelligence, and then it's going to turn it into little clips. And if you want to learn how to do that, and if you want to learn how to use all the different AI tools that I use, then join me on Monday. We have something called the AI Business Development Circle. I hope you can join. It's 3 hours, and I walk you through all the different elements of the AI tools that will help you with marketing, sales, business development. Just write AI Circle in the chat and I'll send you a link to the landing page so that you look into and consider joining that program. Thank you very much for joining me here today. I really appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow on LinkedIn Live. Boom.